Today we're doing Do You Remember, a new segment where we just look back on all the nostalgia that we had. We wrote in, the reason we came about this segment is actually, I think, Migs, you went to the beach the other day and you were just frothing a sunny boy.
It's a hot day. The last time I was sweating that badly in need of quenching my thirst, I remember being back in high school, having, I think, how much was it? Maybe $1 in my pocket.
High school?
Dude, it was, wait, high school?
I never got it in high school.
In primary
school,
I was smashing the cola Sunny Boys at a pace that would not be believed, to be honest.
They couldn't have been $1. Or were they
like
$1?
40 cents, I would say 50
Some
cents
shrapnel in my pocket.
Shrapnel, yeah.
You know, halfway through lunch, I'm like, I'm dying here. Walk up to the canteen, one cola Sunny Boy, please, and that's my day sorted.
I think the novelty of like the shape of the Sunny Boy was good, but then if I look back on it, honestly, I think it wasn't even that good.
Oh, yeah.
Because like you'd suck it and then like you would just be left with a block of ice like very quickly.
It's the unideal shape because you're sucking on one corner, and then it all turns white. It turns white, bruh.
Yeah. So remember when we had the
juice cups?
The juice cups. So back in our high school, they used to freeze those orange juice cups. That was like 20, 30 cents, and they would give you a paddle pop stick. Like just a wooden stick, and you just sit there shaving it yourself.
Yeah, like you're in a prison.
like a shiv, like a little.
Not even a spoon, bro.
I mean, it's like cleaning the toilet, like cleaning the prison with a toothbrush. That's how they've done it.
And you needed to know the meta of when you open it, you flip it around because all the juices stayed at the bottom. So the bottom is already ice, like icicles, not hard ice.
Correct.
And you scrape away at that and you enjoy your time.
Anyway, what do the listeners write in with?
All right, so Jared's written in. He says, "Do you remember the segue between the Channel 10 news at 5 o'clock to the Simpsons at 6?
Mate, how could I ever forget? This is seminal memory for me.
I remember this because I remember watching maybe from 5:50, despising the news. Jog on, hurry up, get to the Simpsons, mate.
No, I didn't mind the 5:50 section because that was sport and weather. No dramas there. And then that moves to the 6 o'clock Simpsons.
My eyes were glued waiting for the Simpsons.
I think I spent, that was a good first 10, 12 years of my life. 5 p.m. news, Simpsons, Neighbours at 6:30. That was a holy trinity.
You had Neighbours after that?
Every now and then I'd watch maybe the first couple of minutes of Neighbours and my dad would be like, nah, this is inappropriate. But he was completely fine with me watching The Simpsons.
I got banned. I was not allowed to watch The Simpsons as a kid.
You're one of those kids.
Yeah.
So I would have looked down on you.
My holy trinity was like 3 p.m. like
Bible study. 4 p.m. scripture.
No, mine was like at 3 p.m. I don't know if I got this right, but from what I remember, it was like a 3 p.m. high five.
Potentially.
And then it was like 3:30, like some other random show. Then 4 p.m. a little, it's academic, little go stop type situation.
Ready, Steady, Cook. Was that in the rotation?
Ready, Steady, Cook was 2:30.
That was 2:30.
That was early in the day.
That's if you called in sick and you're watching TV all day.
And then you got a 5 to 5:30 or 5:30 to 6 deal or no deal. That was my holy trinity. And at 6 p.m. the homework started.
I was living a must be nice for most of my childhood. I was on the Fox 8.
Oh, wow.
I joined you on the Fox 8 as well.
Where they had Simpsons on for about 3-4 hours. What a time to be alive.
I remember Fox 8, Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. was just Simpsons back to back, Saturday and Sunday. That's where I did full-time hours just watching Simpsons.
Oh, dear me. Well, Ron writes in, he says, "Do you remember JJ's chips?"
Oh.
Those are those little chicken ones, the chicken snacks. I do remember those.
They had a couple of flavors. I was a salt and vinegar man, even with the JJ's.
Salt and vinegar what?
I don't think I tried the salt and vinegar ones. I tried the chicken ones. I vividly remember
the chicken ones. Surely are the staple JJ's.
Yeah, dude, what? Where did you find the salt and vinegar ones?
There's plenty of them around, but it was I remember in my primary school it was 50 cents for JJ's, and I remember it being like crack. I would just be consuming them ravenously. Day in, day out. I just asked my mum for $1 each day just to buy some JJ's.
Buy two, do you?
Yeah, no, one. And then 50
one for
cents,
now, one for later.
A little dessert, actually.
Play on.
50.
Oh, boys, they're discontinued.
Yeah, that's why. Do you remember them?
That is so sad because I was actually.
You ravenous to get one later.
Them and Mammy Noodles were like the go-to. Do you remember the Mammy Noodles?
They're still around. Mammy Noodles are still around.
You know what I always thought? Are you meant to eat the Mammy Noodles raw or are you meant to cook them?
Surely you had kids in your school that'd bring Maggie Noodles instead of Mammy Noodles and eat those raw.
No way.
I remember some kids were doing that, dude, and I was thinking, what are you doing here?
Wait, sorry. Strange question. Are they the same? They're
not.
They're not.
Mammy Noodles are ready to eat in the chip section of supermarket.
Correct.
No, I know
Maggie noodles are instant 2-minute noodles to boil and cook.
I understand that, right? That's not my confusion. My confusion is Are they not the same?
No.
thing?
Oh,
So
no.
I saw this and I tried it because I used to eat like Maggie noodles, breakfast or dinner, whatever it may be. So I took one packet one day and tried to munch it. They're like chewy. Because you know how Mammy noodles are like sort of light, crispy chips.
So I think Mammy noodles are those Maggie noodles, but I think they must fry them or bake them or something. So they're cooked.
Yeah,
so you can eat them, but the Maggie is still the raw one, which is why
they're
it's so
chewy and not nice. But I saw some kids doing that in the playground. Crazy stuff.
Mammy noodles. I was like in primary school. I didn't have the idea of object permanence. So I used to like crush the Mammy noodles up just because I thought I got a lot more out of them. And then at the end, you had the little
But that's what you were
bits.
meant to do, because you were meant to crush them up, put the seasoning in, shake it up like this, and then just like that's a mental thing to do, by the way. But yeah, you're meant to just like eat it like that.
People in primary school at my school, they were just
Eating it like a
sandwich.
block.
Yeah.
No, that's mental.
No, bro, you crush it.
That's psychopathic.
Not
behavior.
to get more, but to do the
So you can
optimal
properly
seasoning.
mix the flavoring in.
Okay.
Because how else are you meant to do it?
Oh, yeah, I don't
Cut
know.
open the packet and season it like
Yeah,
a
season it like
Like a
salt and
sandwich.
pepper on a fucking piece of toast or some shit, mate.
All right, Trishul says, do you remember affordable groceries? Little drive-by there.
Yes. So no, I don't, to be honest.
Okay, well, moving on. Sam, you got some that I heard?
Yeah, I've got a few. This might be a boys' school only thing, but do you remember nuggeting?
I actually don't remember nuggeting.
I remember in nuggeting vividly.
You don't remember nuggeting people?
You got nuggeted at some point in your life, mate.
What is a nuggeting?
So for non-boys' school or even non-Australians, nuggeting is when you take someone's either bag or pencil case or laptop case, and when they're not looking, you quickly just turn it inside out.
You empty it,
You empty it.
turn it inside out, and you return the items. You don't
act
take
like nothing
anything.
happened.
So you come back, your bag
dumb.
is inverted, but everything's still in there.
Like the holy trinity was if you could nugget someone's pencil case, laptop case, and then chuck it into their school bag, and you nugget the school bag as well.
I honestly do not remember.
You don't remember nuggeting?
I don't think I've ever been nuggeted.
I don't think I ever got away with a school bag because that's a big commit.
Yeah.
I definitely did the pencil
The
case.
pencil case was, try
The laptop case is whatever. That's a throwaway. You can do this to anyone. The pencil case, because you have it on your desk, right? They go take a piss, nugget, and it's like a CIA mission, mate. It's a race against time because you want to be nonchalant when they come back. What? How'd that happen?
Like harmless fun of
It's the
imaginable.
most infantile thing ever.
Just like turning inside out. Were there particular pencil cases that lended itself more to
the
nuggeting?
Smiggle one.
The Smiggle ones were good.
Easy to
Not
do.
the ones that zip all the way around.
No,
That's
no,
a
no.
waste of time.
Oh, that one you just unzip those ones. That's your little prank. What other pencil cases were good? I don't know. I can't remember.
No, Smiggle was the only like notable brand.
Yeah. My other one was boys, you remember sack whacking?
Oh, how could I forget that? That's honestly traumatic experiences and memories.
I mean, how do you even rationalize that to people who didn't go to an all boys school? But
Yeah.
it's I mean, as the name suggests, you just go around and it's just a little flick.
Little
Like
flick of the wrist.
you keep your hand nice and limp and you try and
You whack the sack.
you whack the sack.
You
And
don't punch it. You don't go heavy.
No. Yeah, exactly. It's not heavy-handed. It's subtle, and you don't try and get the stem either. You're trying to get the two balls. I mean, we used to do a thing called sack.
How do you rationalize this?
Yeah, okay,
we had
this-
rules around when you could sack whack it. You have to have rules.
I mean, this is animalistic behavior, but every Fridays from 3 p.m., as soon as the bell went for the end of school, to 3:21 when the train came at Normanhurst Station, we had, in those 21 minutes, it was essentially like the Hunger Games. It was the purge. It was free game to sack whack anyone and everyone. And so I remember in year 11 and 12 especially, I had a big binder to carry all my books. I don't even know why, because I use my laptop most of the time, but I would bring it in. I would just have that permanently locked in
a
front of my
protector.
balls to protect.
It was aptly named Sackwhack Fridays. Every Friday, you would fear for your life from 3 to 3:20. It was crazy.
I don't know how it started or why it continued, but
I like that there's rules around it. I like that it's like,
It was-
Yeah, because if you
everyone's
Sackwhack
entered
on a
into an agreement.
Thursday, come on.
it's uncouth behavior. You know?
All right, boys, I got one. Do you remember Ray-Bans and the hold it had on
yeah.
people?
I remember them. I never had a pair though.
I never had a pair either.
Really?
Do you have a pair, Ro?
Of course I had a pair, dude.
Must be nice.
I would beg my parents. I don't know what it was. It was like those, it was, for those of you who don't remember, right? It's the canvas shoes, low cut, and it just had a simple name, Ray-Bans, on the back of the heel. And I feel like if you had those shoes, I just remember feeling on top of the world.
It was the Vans before Vans.
Yeah, correct. Exactly that.
I had the off-brand cheapies version of Ray-Bans that you could get from like Kmart or Big W.
Rabies.
Sonny had a lot of that.
But they were not good shoes though.
No, they were honestly, they were so thin.
Yeah.
And I think the whole thing is that they were pretty cheap. Like they weren't expensive, but they were still overpriced for what they were.
Yeah.
Which was just shocking. Like my brother, I think attributes his flat feet to just wearing Ray-Bans nonstop.
Oh, really?
Because oftentimes you'd wear them without socks. So you just go there and you just be, no good.
Got another one going off that. Do you remember Dunlop volleys? Those were the other ones.
They're still around, aren't they?
But they were big back in the day as well.
The green ones, the blue ones.
No, the blue ones were the OGs.
Well, I thought green ones were the OGs.
Nah.
I feel like green. Surely, was it not green?
No way, dude. That's Stan Smith you're thinking of, bro. I'm thinking Dunlop volleys, the blue Dunlops. For me, that was the one to get. I didn't have a pair.
I think I had volleys. I think I got, my parents to get around the Dunlop volleys, not the Ray-Bans though. Next one. Do you remember the Freddo ice cream cakes?
Oh, dude, that was a staple of any like childhood birthday that I went to.
Those rainbow ice cream cakes.
I
always
didn't like them.
No, ice cream cakes honestly can go in the bin.
Yeah.
You're not a fan.
I didn't like them then. I don't like them now.
You don't like the tooth freeze that comes with eating them.
It's just annoying.
I don't know, why were they so popular? They weren't even cheap either. Like I think they still sell them. They're pretty expensive.
Expensive now, but I think back in the day they were an affordable. Surely, right?
I remember when I had birthday parties like at McDonald's.
Yeah,
like when that was a thing.
That was
They would bring out the ice cream cake. I don't know if it was the Freddo one.
I remember when I saw the ice cream cake as a kid, I'm like, it's a stinker, bro. Fuck me.
I like that over a normal cake, man.
Oh, one of the biggest traumatic memories that I gave my dad was that like my 10th birthday party or something. My dad had baked a beautiful Black Forest cake for all my for all my friends. And then I remember like lighting the cake, cutting the cake. And I looked at the Black Forest cake. It was just black. I was like, I don't want to eat it. And then all my friends were like, I don't want to eat it.
Oh,
went uneaten.
Poor Biju.
Poor Biju, dude.
Put in the
Never
effort
baked
for you.
again after that.
No, he did. Because to be honest, like I tried it like maybe the next day when I wasn't trying to be cool in front of my friends. And it was pretty good. Like Black Forest cake is actually one of my favorite cakes. Yeah.
I was thinking on the lines of like TV. Do you remember Lubemobile?
How could I forget? 13, 13, 32.
Yes. I was going to say, do you remember the number? Dude, but isn't that mental? I think they still exist, but the company was called Lubemobile.
Yeah, Lubemobile will come to you. 13, 13, 32.
And then the other one that I remembered was the reading writing hotline. What's that number? Come on.
1300 65506.
Bang. Dude, I always wonder who would call the reading writing hotline.
Like
What was the hotline for? What was it for?
I think it's if you have trouble reading and writing, you call the reading writing hotline. I think they put you in touch with like therapists or something.
Yeah, now that I mention it,
Why do they have so many ads? Who gave them a budget that big to get like prime time? I'm watching Toaster TV in the morning.
Well, it's all in our heads.
That is true. Is that indoctrination?
No, that is actually crazy because I have the worst memory of all time. Yet those two numbers will stick in forever, eternity.
Do you remember? What about this one? The OG one, the Pizza Hut number.
I do remember. I remember 1300. Oh, hang on.
That's the new one. There was one before it.
1300. Oh no! What is it?
I think it's 948-11111 or something like that.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, then the
1111 sounds familiar.
The 9481 doesn't sound familiar.
Maybe the 948 isn't correct, but let me look this up.
1300.
So right now we're saying, do you remember the Pizza Hut hotline?
Yeah, number.
The OG number.
OG number. When it was a little hat.
Yeah, when it was the little.
Do you guys ever go to a Pizza Hut buffet?
No.
There used to be one near near Stratford when I used to live there. There was like one of those restaurants where you could go.
I've heard people say a lot of good things about it. I've never been.
All you can eat?
Yeah, it's all you can eat. They have all the pizzas fresh there.
Yeah, I'd get around the pizza buffet. That sounds delightful.
Yeah, it was 9481-1111.
Yeah. There you go. Spot on.
Dude, always in your memory.
You just mentioned it, Sen, and I know we reposted it on the Instagram, but we've got to say it. Do you remember Toasted TV?
Dude, this was my bread and butter, dude. I used to get up at like 5:30.
I struggle to wake up early on a good day, both as a kid and as an adult.
Really?
But Toasted TV was one of the reasons I would get up.
Dude, yeah, you'd watch aerobics on Channel 10
at 5:50
at 5 until 6, and then Toasted TV, or before then it was Cheese TV.
Cheese TV.
Started at 6 a.m. and then they took you pretty much until you went to school.
Yeah.
You know what would hurt though? When you wake up one day and they've changed the order of the programming, You're
No,
like,
no, or they just changed the show.
They just changed the show.
I was furious. I'd be like watching One Piece, desperate to see what happens. They just sacked it off. All right, here's
Bakugan here. Here you go, enjoy.
Bakugan. Oh my goodness.
Dude, I remember they had like the best arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and then the next morning it was gone. And I'm like, did he get the elemental hero or not? I need to know.
It sounded such a grip, man.
Yeah,
It did.
My first TV appearances was on a Toasted TV,
You've been on TV?
as in like,
Makes two of us.
well, was it really yours as well?
I have that one on.
Alright,
Well, that's my next one. But yeah, when did you go on Toasted TV?
No, I was at the Gold Coast and they were filming because that's where
they're
they
on
filmed.
Movie World, right?
Yeah, the movie world, and so they were just filming there, and
you
they
were
just
just in
wanted to
the
get some people.
background
Yeah, I was doing one of these ones.
Sort of shuck
Shuck
us
us up, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we've talked about this.
I don't think we have.
We have. We've definitely
Probably in the archives we've talked about. It's like
Shit, so
yonks
new
ago.
listeners, Miguel is actually a celebrity. He has been on Australian prime time TV. So do you boys remember It's Academic?
Oh, dude.
No, I don't.
It's academic. I honestly thought I could win it all with ease.
Dude, I used to watch it and be like, these guys, where do they find these idiots, bro? I reckon I could, smoke these kids.
But Migs, you
And I
tell
thought that
us
was a 20-year-old.
when the lights are on in the studio, and you know
Mate.
that Simon guy's talking to you,
You got to be built for it, boys.
reading out questions.
Just quickly, It's Academic. Essentially, every day, it's a quiz show for like year 3 or maybe year 4 to year 5-ish.
5 to 6.
5 to 6. And they just pit 2 schools. So
Three schools.
3 schools. And it's what? How many kids from each
Do
school?
you remember It's
I
Academic?
don't.
So your school is on for the week. All 3 schools are on for the week, right?
Ah.
So Monday to Friday, you get 3 kids each day. So you get 15 kids total, I think.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the week, I think it's like total score or something. The winning school moves on. It's like a knockout. You move on to the next round.
Okay,
Right.
can I get behind the hood? How do you get selected for It's Academic?
Yeah.
Like your
So there
school's
was-
been nominated.
There was a whole drama at my school about this, right? So I went to a relatively new school. And then right before I went in, it was an OC school.
Right.
So I was like year 4 doing the test. This school came about. So I was either the first or second year to be OC at this school. And then in my so year 6, there's like we're going to enter It's Academic. So you had to do a test,
Okay.
right? An academic test, obviously, GA questions, whatever it may be. Everyone was allowed to enter. Shock horror, only the OC kids got in. All right. And all the kids in the other class were chirping about, it's always the OC kids that get all the
game's the
Ah,
opportunity,
game.
blah,
Game's
blah,
the
blah, blah, blah. So you get selected, and then, for the whole, I think it's 1 or 2 days actually, but
So
you're
you're top 15. Top 15
top 15 kids from your school, go.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's spectators, I didn't, there's spectators, but you're 15, teachers, 2 other schools, they're 15. They go in, you record back to back, so you and 2 other people go on.
So it's all in the same day that they recorded it?
I think it's
or-
1 or 2 days.
Okay.
And then you just record, do your episode, you watch all the other kids do their episode and have a good time.
So you went, what day was yours aired on? Do you remember?
Oh, wow.
No way,
Remembering
man.
that.
So there's no like Mondays, like all the idiots, and then they put all
No,
the
there's no
guns on
lineups.
Friday.
There's no, you
No, I
don't.
reckon
okay.
they got to tell a storyline. So they probably just cut in, like, if it's, 2 schools going head to head for the first couple of recordings, they just chuck them on Monday and Tuesday.
So the day you were on, did your team win?
I cooked up, mate. I absolutely cooked
And we
up.
will
We
find
won.
the clips and we will
We
put
will
them
not
on.
find the clips. We will not put them up. Maybe that's a Patreon special or some
but,
shit.
but the clips that we had, right, that we saw from you
Yes.
was 2, I think.
Yes.
You spelt
I
Woomera?
I guessed Woomera
You
for a
guessed
multiple
Woomera,
choice.
And
Yeah.
you spelled.
I did a math one. I forgot what the math one was.
Yeah.
What did you spell? Fuck. I can't remember it. It was
Spell. It's a long adjective. Anyways, besides saying you think of that.
Yeah.
Anyways, they looked at me for the maths question, by the way.
Yeah.
But to be fair, one of them was also Asian, so I'm not taking too much offense.
Yeah, you're just a gun of math.
Yeah. So we won, my school won the first round. So the 5 days we won that. We won like a Wahoo beach ball, I believe.
Beautiful.
We won something else and we won a PSP
Each?
each.
Oh, that's
So
excellent.
mate, we won. I'm like, we won, whatever. And then one day I get to school and they got boxes, of prizes. I'm like, I'll take whatever I get. PSP for you, mate. PSP for you. And I'm like, wow. Took my parents to JB Hi-Fi, got a couple games, and that was me sorted for a couple of years.
There you go.
I don't know how you're going to find this, Senny, but
It's on your Facebook wall.
Oh
so
my
I'm just
God.
currently going through your. It's a photo of us 3.
oh, should we put that?
Yeah, I'll find it. I'll add
The
it.
word was grotesque.
Grotesque.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
remembered it.
Thank you. But yeah,
And-
as a kid, I was like, fuck, I really want to go on that
Jealous.
show. Oh, massively. That and Go-Go Stop. I reckon, I would have pwned.
No, Go-Go Stop there's a lot
Pwned.
element there.
Gotta use
Pwned
the
some
word.
noobs. Boys, do you remember Blockbuster and Video Easy?
I remember. I think I was a Blockbuster man. I didn't go to Video Easy.
I was going to either, and I was sorting through the discs to find the games I wanted to play.
Dude,
seminal memories.
Games?
Yeah, because you could
games.
like rent games for a week.
My parents would sort out the movies and TV shows, whatever they want.
Yeah, I was a movie
I'm going
guy.
straight to the games, finding my Xbox and PS3 games, and go on my merry way.
I went even before that, back when they had PS2 games. So Saturday, I would go to pre-uni, and then after pre-uni, my dad, as a little treat, would take me to
Reward.
Blockbuster, and I'd rent out a game for a week. I remember I got this Naruto game that I was absolutely obsessed with, and I was so sad when we had to give it back. So we extended it for another week.
Oh, the extensions.
Yeah.
They're class. You know what did me dirty though? Fuck, this is a seminal memory, right? I had an Xbox 360 and I borrowed 2010 FIFA World Cup South Africa game.
That would have been hot property.
The first night, I'm fucking dusting this game, right? I'm playing so much. The second morning, I wake up, put the disc in. My Xbox 360 got the red ring of death.
Oh, no.
So this game fucked up my, well, I don't know if it's a game, but when I was playing the game, my Xbox went to the bin, bro.
Corrupted.
I couldn't even get my, like, how long do you rent the game for? A couple days? I only got one night's worth. I had to return the game, barely played.
I didn't do any of this gaming nonsense like you did, but I was
You
the
call us
movie guy.
nerds, bro.
Yeah, it is nerdy behavior, but whatever. You guys can do what you want. But I used to rent the movies, and the thing is, like, I'd get the movies, and the worst feeling would be when you chuck the disc into your DVD player, and it would just be scratched, so the movie just like wouldn't play. And I'm just sitting here like, bruh, they got to sort this out.
That's
Like,
why you got to check it before you take it.
Did you check it?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
sometimes you
You
can't.
can't. They don't have it in the thing.
They always had. Oh, yeah. Sometimes
you had to, like, get it
but
from the
when
front
you go up
counter.
to the front counter, and the guy would check it for you.
I don't know, but these guys give me a scratched disc. I just remember playing. Thank God for streaming, bro. Netflix has been a godsend.
Do you
because-
remember? Sorry, go on.
No, nothing. I'm just going to rant about Netflix and how Blockbuster could have bought them. They would have put them in the bin, the dogs.
Let's talk about corporate buyouts is what we've moved on to.
Yeah.
LBOs.
Do you remember renting VHS tapes?
No, actually,
Yes.
I remember
this is
one
a
or two.
dusty memory.
And when they weren't rewinded, mate, bullshit. Because you're ready to watch, I don't know what movie was out at the time, bloody.
Like Babe. I remember watching Babe on VHS.
Sure, right? And then you put it in and the credits are showing.
Yeah,
so you got to rewind it. You got to wait like 10 minutes or something, whatever it may be.
I remember the only VHS I remember us renting were they used to put like Tamil dramas like you know, like that would run like Neighbours essentially, but Tamil versions, and they would put like 2 or 3 episodes on each cassette. And my mom and my sister would go and like hide these things and sit there and watch this, like some of the worst TV I've seen in my life. Oh God. I've got one. Boys, do you remember Saturday Disney? Channel 7, I think started maybe 10 a.m., went till 12 p.m. And they would show, again, similar to Toaster TV, but for the weekend.
For the weekend, bro.
And it was
Your
Disney
Wizards of
shows, so
Waverly
it was
Place.
like Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb. Dude, this is like the best of the best
Dude, just
TV.
banger after banger
Yeah,
on
dude.
Saturday mornings. People, like, you're literally waking up again at some ungodly hour. 7 a.m. maybe.
Nah, I think it started a bit later than that. Maybe 8.
Maybe 8.
Maybe 8.
And you're just watching back-to-back shows. Man, oh man, what a time.
I was actually pretty sad when they stopped that.
Is it not there anymore?
Nah, they stopped it. I got really into Hannah Montana as a kid.
Yeah.
Who didn't?
It's great.
Get the best of both worlds. What do you got,
Exactly.
Manny?
Do you remember Healthy Harold?
Oh,
How many times did Healthy Harold come to your school as a kid?
Every year.
Every year, once a year.
See, I think Homebush Public was just that Darrow and Paul, because I only remember doing it once.
What?
Yeah.
I did it like every year, mate.
It's like a curriculum. Like the first year is like, you know, maybe
You learn
sun
about
safety or whatever.
Healthy food.
Yeah, healthy food. And then year 6 is like sexual health. And Harold suddenly
Whoa, no, I never got any.
You didn't
of
get
that.
year 5 where it's about smoking and alcohol. Don't do drugs.
ever
I
do
think
it.
that might have been the only one we got.
Yeah.
They-
Every year, Healthy Harold has like a little curriculum that you go through and you sit in that little caravan of
Yeah,
darkness.
some
and-
grown ass man takes 20 kids into this dark
Yeah.
van.
Yeah, chucks a puppet on his hand and then just starts yapping.
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
think
didn't
I
get the
missed
full
that.
Healthy Harold experience. That's
Only-
crazy.
Or maybe I
Sammy.
blocked out the other ones. Who knows? But yeah, I only remember once. All right, I got a couple more. So, boys, do you remember the following? Mathletics,
Yep.
Moodle,
Absolutely remember Moodle.
Geronimo Stilton,
Yes, sir.
Sure.
and my favorite, Del Toro Quest.
All right, let's go individual
Yeah.
1v1. I remember just absolutely murking, you know, a little ping from China, just absolutely demolishing these kids.
Dude, no, Pink from China would have been murking you. No,
You're murking Jason from Orange, bro. That's who you're murking.
Dude, little Travis from Oregon, America was getting fucking sent to the gulag. But
But when you get to the Asia heats, bro, I think you're out.
Heats will do my finger. I was sweating, bro. It was genuinely. I was going up against.
When you're up against like Gi-hun from South Korea, man, you're done, brother.
Dude, I took athletics so seriously.
No, it was like the perfect level of like easy and just satisfyingly competitive.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you're talking about, but I was elite at that game. Simple math, simple multiplication was my forte. That was my special skill.
So mathematics, you're getting here with like 9 + 7, 6 + 2. Like that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang.
Rattling. It's just about type speed at that stage.
Now, it's good fun though.
It was amazing. Now, next one was
Moodle.
Moodle. I don't care about Moodle.
I couldn't give a lick
I don't
about
even
Moodle.
talk about
I remember
Moodle.
it. I don't give a lick.
Geronimo Stilton.
I love that book. I loved it. The whole little shtick for them was that the font would change. So it'd be like, this is spooky. And like the spooky would be in like a funky font.
No, I thought he was a little prick, to be honest.
Okay, all right.
Del Toro Quest.
Del Toro Quest, unbelievable. Dude, seminal memory of mine was the teacher, I think in primary school, to like incentivize kids to be good that day would be like, all right, you get a Del Toro Quest book, and it would have like the front cover would be like kind of holographic. And I remember sitting there, and I would just be sitting there so quietly, desperate, ravenous to win this book. They gave it to my best friends, and I literally bashed him to get that book off him at the end of school.
Model student, right?
Model student.
But mate, the twist when all the gems spelt out Del Toro. Wow.
I wasn't much of a reader as a kid, but I think Del Toro Quest was one of the books I'd pick up and read.
Do you remember the gems?
Yeah, diamond, emerald, lapis lazuli or whatever.
Yeah.
Topaz, opal, ruby, amethyst.
There you go.
10-year-old said he creamed his pants when he read that. I was just going to keep going on the books. Do you remember the Aussie bites and the Aussie chomps and the Aussie nibbles? Like,
yeah.
It was just a book series with little bite
Bites
marks
in
on
the book
sides,
itself?
and depending on how big the book was, like chomps were the bigger books, nibbles were the smaller books.
Do you remember the Premier's reading challenge?
I was just about to say the Premier's reading
I think
challenge.
I stunk that up, but
You're like, what is
I
it?
don't think I got the volume of books.
Like 100 books in a year or something ridiculous?
Yeah.
Maybe less.
No,
That
it
sounds
was less. It
incredible.
was less.
Is
It was
that the
less.
one when you're in school and you have a color, like you're given a color,
Yes,
like you're
correct.
red, you're in the
Yes.
red group, so you
Yeah,
read
yeah.
like, I don't know, young adult books or whatever
Yeah.
it may be.
So you were in the ESL group or something.
I was probably just
Dude,
one tier above
I
that.
realize now in primary school, they actually like competicized everything.
Yeah.
Like mathletics was a competition.
Love
Reading challenge was a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, no wonder I actually tried so hard in primary school. And then in high school, just do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's self-motivation. None of that.
Right, I've got 3 more. I'll rattle them off quickly because
We'll end with these
they are
ones.
quite mussy. Do you remember the toffee apples from Woolies?
I don't, to
I
be honest.
do not.
I have never gotten them. It's just a memory because I remember seeing they were always in the fruit section next to the apples, but there's like toffee, like the classic toffee apples on the stick, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I never got one, but I was dying to get one. I don't think they do them anymore.
I've never seen them.
I don't think I've seen that either.
That's crazy. All right, if you haven't seen that, this is gonna be even mussier. Do you remember the Imperial leather soap bars?
No,
Let
I
me,
don't.
because I saw a photo of it, and I'm like, I remember this. You never use these soap bars.
No, my household was a Dove
I'm
household.
gonna send that to
Dove or Lux.
I'm saying that to Kush, put on the screen. If you use it, please let me know because I'm surely not the only one. Last one, do you remember Pop Tops?
Yes, the
juice strings that actually kind of weren't juice.
They were not juice at all, bro. It was just sugar and
Food dye and water. Pop
you
Tops,
surely
bro.
remember them, bro.
You out of all people know Pop Tops.
I used to drink
These
them
bad boys, bro.
en masse.
Oh yeah, of course. I just forgot the brand name. Yeah, I do remember. Those were the poppers that they sold at the canteen. Pop Tops.
I remember the raspberry one was goated.
I was a blue sort of
Well,
guy.
you were a blue. No, I was the red raspberry one.
All right. I think that's everything.
Sorry, just off the. Do you remember Push Pops?
Yes, the stick.
The stick where
Where
you
you-
shove your finger up.
You finger it.
Yeah, and then you suck,
then you
your
suck
thumb.
on your
Yeah,
finger.
dude, that was a mental candy now that I think about it.
Is that the one with the? Where's the one with the 2? There was 2 flavors.
They had the single one and then they had the triple threat.
Did they have the triple one?
Yeah, the double or the triple
You
threat.
finger. That's mental. I didn't remember the single ones.
All right, that's all of them for today. If you have other nostalgic things we have forgotten to mention, please let us know at Critical Banter on Instagram.